Okay, welcome everybody to our next Delta call, the November Delta call. I'm happy to be with you here today. My name is Christian Sipus. I'm the Regional Sales Manager for ASEA in Europe. And I again have three wonderful ladies joining me today on our Delta call. I'm very happy to have you here. We have Reni Bevden. She's a Platinum Executive. We have Lisbeth Wolkeborst. I hope I said that some kind right. She's a Silver Executive with ASEA. And then we have Wilke van der Werk, and she's a Director 700. I'm very happy that you are with us here today. As usual, we will record this call and we'll make it available on our YouTube channel. So if you want to share it with your downlines, do this, take the opportunity to spread out the word. A special welcome also to our guests that we have on the call today. And with this said, I just try to dive in to our first guest, Reni Bevden. Hello, Reni. Thanks for being with us on the call.
Hi, Chris. Yes, I'm happy to be here with all of you.
This is great. Yeah, before we start, normally I always ask my participants on this call that they give a little bit about their background. And so I ask you to share a little bit about your experience or your background that you have and what you have done in the past.
Yes, I started my career as a teacher for nearly 25 years. And I always say, I hope I learned a lot to the children, but I learned a lot from all the children that I had in my classes. Then after that, I decided to really start my own business. So I started a training center because I wanted more freedom in what to tell to people and to tell to the parents. And then 15 years ago, one of the persons I knew already for a few years came to ask me something about MLM. And that was also a wellness company. I started because of the product, but after half a year, I decided to really do the business because then I really knew that this was something special and I could reach so more people than working on my own. So, and now I'm with ASEA and I'm very, very happy with that.
That's great. Thank you so much for the background. You just mentioned that you worked for another multi-level marketing company before, another network marketing company. What do you love about the network marketing industry?
I love the freedom of the time that I can work when I want, where I want, with whom I want. So all the freedom that it's giving me. I really am a team player, so I really like to work together with other people. I really realize that I have my own talents, but I never will have so many talents around me as in working as a team. And yeah, that's why I like it so much. And the possibilities, they are endless. So I can really grow as a person a lot. And also there's no limit in what I want to earn. So in everything I did before, there was always the limit, but here is no limit. And I like to go, this traveling together and to see where we can go if we work together.
Great. This is I hear that often, and I think this is, you made it on the point. This is really, I mean, of course, it's something different for everybody. So, if we talk about network marketing, what do you think? What is the best way, or what is your way to build a team? I know you started with ASEA some time ago, and normally you're living in Germany. I don't know if everybody knows that, but you're also creating at the moment a huge Dutch team. So, what would you recommend to our people out there? How to start to build a team?
Start very simple. You have to start with you and to realize that you are the key to create a team. So work on yourself and make your own plan. and then look as soon as possible for 2 other people to join you, and start from the beginning to work together, to get to know each other, and that also every member in the team who really wants to do the business get to know the other. So I think it's every day I realize I'm the one who is creating this team, and if I'm not a team player, they will not play with me, so I have to play with them. So yeah, get to know them and really feel they are good at this and this, I'm good in this, and how can we share our talents. So, and you have to plan. Without planning, nothing will happen.
Yeah, thank you. I like that, to use the synergies, right, and see who has what kind of strength, and then put them all together. Very, very good. Thanks for your answer.
It's my telephone. Yeah.
All right. So, what if from a perspective of an upline, what would you say is the most important tool? I'm asking this question because I know there are some people out there watching this video afterwards, and they just becoming a leader or an upline. So what would you say, what's the most important tool for a upline?
Yeah, there are of course several, and I think everyone has to look what fits to you. But the tools we in our team use a lot was in the beginning Skype. Now Zoom is so much better, so most of the team are using Zoom, doing ABCs. Really connecting with the team also abroad. So we are in the team of Chris Culler, so we also use him as a tool. He always used me, so we are doing that. And yeah, I think our virtual office is a wonderful tool to see where we are, the dashboard. So we have so many tools to use, and I like to share with my team that they choose the things they like the most to work with, that fits to them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. You said you spoke about Chris Gala, which is your upline, and he said that you should use him as a tool. Could you maybe describe it a little bit more? I think you're talking about to amplify the upline. So maybe just 2 or 3 words about that.
Yeah. He became a very good friend. We worked already together, so we are very good friends. I know his skills. I know where he is good at. And I know that we can call him, ask him if there is anything that we think he is good at. And he is very good giving business presentations. And he also is very good at also getting to know the people in our team, what they want. So he's really a part of our team, and we have contact every week a few times. So we stay in touch. He always knows what I'm doing and what the team is doing.
This is great. That brings me right. Thank you. This brings me right into my next question. You mentioned that he's good with giving presentations. What important skill does the upline has to have, and how could the upline deliver or develop it?
I think every upline needs to love the team, needs to love the people, and work with them and help them that they know how the dashboard is working. So I think as an upline, you have to develop a lot of things. When I started with ASEA, I didn't know anything about this compensation plan. I didn't know how to use the dashboard. So I think you have to know this, because otherwise I cannot help my team if I do not know where they are, or what is happening in the team, and if they are not knowing that from their team. So I think the skill you absolutely need is willing to learn from the people who did it. I learned a lot from Chris, and in the beginning, Chris also helped me a lot to really get to know what is important. And now I'm learning it, my team, and the people in my team are learning it to them. So I think this is the only way to have a good duplication.
Great. Thank you. Absolutely agree on that. What you just said. What you just said. If you as an outline look into your downline, and you have a variety of people there, for what kind of people would you look in your downline?
For people who are open, creative, willing to learn, and who like people. If you don't like to work with people, don't do this, because this is our work, working with people from different backgrounds, different ages, all over the world. So if you don't like people, search for something else. But if you like people, so I like people who like people, and I like people who are creative, who like to be pioneers, who are open to really work together and to brainstorm. I like brainstorming a lot. So that's what I do individual with the people, but also as group we are doing that. And it's amazing to see how the team in Holland, especially at this moment, is growing in working together and getting new pioneers in, new people in.
Okay, thank you. The last question is always the same. So, and I ask everyone of my participants this question. So, what is your secret?
My secret, I think, are a few things, but I'm very patient. I can really wait for people for years. Not that I give a lot of time, but I always will stay in contact and drop a little bit. And sometimes people come and then suddenly they start to becoming the leader. So I think that's one of my skills. And I think one of the things I like the most about myself and with myself, I like to celebrate things. So in working with a team, I can celebrate every day. There's a new person coming in. There's a new director. There's a new director. So I can celebrate a lot. And I think if you like to celebrate, this is the perfect thing to do. So yeah, and I love people.
Yeah. Yeah, I can say that you love people, and the people love you. I've seen that many times, and to be honest, I love to celebrate too. So we're in.
Okay.
Baby, thanks so much for being with us on the call. That brings me right to our next guest, which is Lisbeth. Thanks for being with us on the call, Lisbeth.
Hi everyone. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Same question for you. Could you tell us a little bit about your background and where you're coming from, what you did in the past, and so on?
I've been working like 25 years in all kinds of jobs. And when I left school, when I was 18, I think I had a really wonderful schooling, but I totally did not know what to choose. And so it's one of my talents that I can do so much, but it's difficult to choose. So I just had some jobs for the municipality, mainly in management and projects, finding things out for others, coaching people. I did a lot of things. I worked in the public library. I bought books for bigger companies who wanted to educate people. All nice jobs. And so that was what I was doing until I was like 42. And there was something going on in the head and in the heart. And I was looking for a change. So something whispered in my ear, look at entrepreneuring, look at having your own company. And I'm not from that background at all. My parents were having jobs, and they were not very adventurous in their lifestyle. They were in their heart, but so I never dared. But I explored it, and network marketing found me. So that's basically what happened.
Great, thank you so much. So may I ask how ASEA is related in that journey?
Well, it is 16 months ago. I vividly remember that I was already in network marketing, especially for the personal development aspect of myself. Man, is this a wonderful industry. And I was working with a nice product, but I twice heard about ASEA. First time, someone just showed me a bottle, and I thought, that can't be, sorry. And I just threw it away. And the second time was 16 months ago when someone told me about this wonderful business opportunity. And seriously, in 5 minutes, I decided to join ASEA. Also because I felt something, wow, if this is such an innovation, I just want to be there. And I already knew that this business is wonderful. And I was also like expecting this new and fresh and transparent company. This was what I was getting in the vibes. I thought, wow, it's going to be new. And so I just jumped in, and just after that, I learned to know the product. So it was the company, I think.
That's great. Good to hear, and I'm happy that ASEA found you, because it's we need people like you, right? Energizing, and you're just woo. And I like that. If you could think about rituals, do you have rituals, and if so, what are your rituals or your daily routines that you do to keep you going? I mean, you talked a lot about personal development, and I mean, I love this industry because it's so huge in these kind of things. Not just developing money and stuff, but developing people, right? This is a people business. Rainy told us already about it. So, are there some rituals that you have?
Yeah, I think many rituals, but what I really do every day is, yes, of course, have this wonderful sip of ASEA. That is the first thing I do. And maybe to me it's very significant that I hand the glass to my husband, who is in this ritual with me, and he also loves this ritual. And yeah, we both like to start the day with quiet time. We're early risers, so we like to just read a bit, something interesting, something that lifts my heart. I think you can imagine these, and we do that together while we're still in bed. It's something that we do together. It's very precious to me. And then we have this big walk on the beach, like an hour or an hour and a half. And then it's only like 8 o'clock. So the day is long for us. So this is an important ritual. And I really value to manage my energy like this, because I can be also energetic with energy all over the place. That's terrible. So I need to be with my energy and then build the day. And the day is full of people. So I never think about money, to be honest. I only connect and think of people. Is this an answer?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a great answer, and I love that answer. It's great. And to be honest, I'm a little bit jealous. Walking on the beach sounds fantastic every morning.
Yes, come over.
I'm a little bit jealous. Next question would be, how important is goal setting for you, and do you have some goals that you set and work on?
Yes, I think it's in my character, in my genes, to be to think about goals and to make goals. I think it is essential, and to me, it has become essential also to have my goal clear in mind. I know every day where I want to go, but to let it go. I don't want to be too much involved with the goal in itself. And I'd like to how do you say that? I think I'm not very clear. So I'll start again. Yes, a goal is very important. So when I chose the company ASEA, my whole life changed, because there were some activities that I just stopped doing, you know. If you want to build a team and want to build a business, then you need to choose your actions, and they are connected to your goal. So yes, it's very important. And I also love to just share my goal with like Reini or Wilke, because we're on the same team. So it's nice if people know where I want to go, because I know they'll help me. It's very important. But I just want to be open and fresh about my goals as well.
Great. Love that answer. And you're really fortunate to have such a nice team that you can share these
It's
and be open. That's awesome. Of course, I'll ask you the same question as usual. So what's your secret?
So if I tell you, then you'll know. Well, there's this phrase, I didn't think of it myself, but there's this phrase in the social media, and it goes like, I love everyone and you're next. But really, this suits me. And I've learned, when I was younger, I was afraid to even say this, but I really love everyone, and I can be patient with everyone, and I believe in everyone. And it doesn't matter what you want to achieve in your life. We can always learn from each other. So that's also a secret, that I learn from everyone, and that I cherish every day of this wonderful life. When I was younger, there was a lot of life and death in my life going on. So it made me appreciate every hour of the day. So that's a secret. And I'm totally fine with my past, and I see even more beautiful things coming in my future. And if I'm that lucky, then you're that lucky too. We're one.
Great. Thank you so much. And if I'm next, you already got me.
Good. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much, Liesbeck, for being with us on the call. And that brings me right to Wilke. Thank you, Wilke, for being with us on the call today.
Well, thank you very much. I really love to be here.
That's great. Same question to you. Tell us a little bit about your background.
I started working in the healthcare, and I did that for 30 years. And then I thought, I want to do something else. And I became a principal of a secondary school. And that was a very stressful period. And I've done that for 6 years. And when I stopped, I realized that this stress, this kind of jobs, give me so much stress that I'm not the loving person that I want to be. And on a certain moment, I met Liesbeth. I knew her from a business club, BNI, Business Network International. And I think after 1 year, 1.5 years, we knew each other. She told me about ASEA. And she was telling it, and I thought, yeah, okay, but that's not for me. I never done multi-level marketing, so this is not for me. And then the second time she told me, and I thought, no, this is not for me. No. And then the third time she invited me, and she said, well, come home, and I have a nice evening. And I went with her, with a very good friend of mine, to Liesbeth. And then I saw the movie, the drawing about ASEA. And then I realized what it was. And I was so enthusiastic, and I thought, wow, this is really what I want to do. And we drove back with my friend. We drove back together, and we both decided to join in. And I said, okay, I want to join, but I want to do the business also. I will take this opportunity. So I was totally blank, never done this before. It was for me the first time. And I really love it.
I love those stories. I could listen to those stories over and over again. Like that someone just founds ASEA, and then just the heart goes up, and this is, yeah. Yeah. So good. I really love this. So tell us a little bit how you then started, because I know there are some people out there that are in the same situation that you have been back then, and you are already down the road of this journey. So what could you tell them? How did you start? How did you begin your journey this year?
Yeah. Well, in the beginning, I was a little bit. Let's say I wanted to do it on my own way. And Liesbeth, she was telling me all the time, no, do it in my way. But you know, I was a manager and I know the things, and but I really noticed that it wasn't going well. So after a few weeks, I thought I have to do it in a different way. I have to duplicate what she's telling me. And I approached my friends because I was so enthusiastic and I thought they have to know about this. So I approached my friends and they were curious and they trust me. And they said, okay, if you are telling this and you trust this, I will join and I want to try this. So that was the beginning. I think the first 2-3 months I was working like that. And then I had to look for other people for my list. And because I have been on a business club for 2.5 years, every week, I have a big box with a lot of business cards. So I don't make a list because it takes too much time. I have a big box, and every time I grab some business cards and I just start calling.
I like that. That's good. That's good. Haven't heard that before, but it's good. Sounds to work.
Yeah.
So you started your journey with ASEA. Again, the question for you: what are some rituals that you have in your daily routine that you do that help you to succeed?
Well, what's important for me is learning. And like Reini and Lisbeth also were telling, learning is important for me. So I start something about webinars. I'm looking at Jim Rohn. He's giving webinars about how to do the business. And then what I do every day, I have a sort of on my computer all the names, and I can see exactly what I have to do to follow up. I put dates on it, so every day I look at the dates, whom I have to call and what the appointments are. Then I know what I have to do for the follow-ups. And it's not really every day, but a lot of days I am also calling people. And then I really say to myself, for the next 2 hours, I'm just calling people. I think that's what I do almost every day. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot, and I there are really gold nuggets that in there what you just said. I mean, this is if you just do those things over and over again, follow up and stuff, you will definitely succeed. I've seen that in this industry over and over again. Same question at the end for you as well. What's your secret?
Well, my secret is that all my life I've been busy with helping people in all kind of ways. Mental retarded in the schools, who are not the high level children, but the low level. I've been a coach helping people, so it's really in my cells about I want to help people and to mean something for them. So for me, ASEA is the possibility to help people. So for me, it's very easy to share my knowledge and to share about ASEA. So that's my drive to help people in what kind of way, the opportunity or in how they look, how they feel, everything.
Thank you so much. It was really a pleasure to having all of you three here on my call today. I think we had a really great call with great insights. Very appreciate that you took the time to be with us here today. Also greetings to all our participants out there in the field and those that will watch this recording later on. Hopefully I see you the next time on our next Delta call. Till then, have a great ASEA life and help to change lives out there. Thank you so much and see you soon. Bye.